I get a +3 bonus for proficiencies now.
All right. I just turned everybody really far up. I'll have to figure out what's going on later. But as long as there's not any other audio that comes across, we'll be fine.
Can you hear us, Matthew?
When you joined the server a second ago, Sarah, it was like da-dung.
Oh no.
I was like, ah. All right. So when we left off last time, y'all had taken turns on the watch. Gale had made a miraculous perception check and heard the sound of wind echoing out of the snow globe. Woke everyone up, and y'all threw it in the hole, closed it, and went back to sleep. During the during the last
Well,
watch
that's
of the
make it
night,
a good idea just because we ended up having to do it. Yeah, but we didn't want to do that if it didn't happen. We didn't want to
during
do
the
that without it
last
happening.
during the
Sarah,
last watch of the night,
dumb idea. Whose dumb idea was that?
Sarah said it was a good idea.
Oh yeah, no, good idea. What to do? No,
She doesn't even know what we're arguing about. Like her opinion doesn't matter.
that's true.
Uh-huh. So Esther immediately jumps into the hole.
During the last watch of the night, Esther saw a figure standing out watching the camp, and then saw two figures standing out watching the camp,
And
and
hole
others
zone
saw
2.
them and others saw them on the second iteration. And then you saw a whole bunch of somethings moving through the tall grass away from y'all's camp. Moving back in the direction of Old Owl Well. And that's where we left off.
Well, I guess we're going to Old Owl Well.
I mean, unless we want to check in the hole, we are a lot stronger now.
I'm pretty sure there are. Y'all have a thing from the town to go to Old Owl Well, or to go to Ponyberry, or there is something happening in the hole, and
I had that in the Old Owl Well, there we would get some jumping boots for investigating the undead, and that there's a wizard, fully unrelated, that may be related to the Golden Baby Yarn.
There's a cat.
What do you think we have here? How do you hear this cat from the other side of the room?
so I need to know
Oh, did you start recording? Okay, making sure. Matthew,
what y'all's plans are.
I guess we're going to Old Owl Well because Gail won't open her hole for me.
I'm not the one. I'm down for the hole. Sarah's the one that doesn't want to do the hole.
All I'm saying is if somebody opens a hole,
I just want to know where we're going. I don't care.
Couldn't tell you.
Are you sure you're not looking at Esther? Esther has Misty Step. You looking for your feet? It's below your knees.
But I'm.
But
As long as it's in your class's spell list. All right. Give me 1 second. I can pull her character up and figure it out. One sec.
Shows up in my actions, but it is a bonus action.
you mean down the hole? How far away are we from Old Owl Well, Matthew?
Like half a day's journey.
Um, real quick, everybody, remember Esther's inspiring speech this morning?
We already did that.
I was just making sure that everybody had their 10 hit points.
We did that at the end of the last week.
That's 10 it's 10 temporary hit points now. Is that just farting?
Sounds like farting.
Sounds like farting.
All right, let's go. Let's head to Old Owl Well. Let's go.
Wait, how did Matthew say how
Okay.
far it was?
You said it's half a day's
Half a day.
journey. Let's go.
Oh, that's not what have we been waiting for? It's only half a day away.
People keep saying stuff. Let's go.
Wait, is it in the direction that we saw
People
them
keep
zombies?
saying wait.
Is it in the direction we saw them zombies? Oh,
Those zombies were heading in the direction that you know Old Owlwell to be.
sweet. Let's go.
All right. I need to know if y'all are going to crow cross country in the way that they appeared to have gone, or if you're going to go back to the road and approach from that direction.
Oh, hey, yeah, go to the map. Did you forget we had a map of Found Delver? Or
Talking about this map?
yeah, big map, whole world.
Old Alwell is like roughly right here.
Trail.
Long story short, going directly there, it was through a whole bunch of prairie grassland that the zombies were moving through.
But they were like crawling.
That it was tall enough to where they were below
Oh, I see.
grass
Okay.
level. And then, or you could go back to the road and then take the Tribor Trail up to where the split off would go to Old Alwell.
And which way was the half?
It's tall enough where they can run crouched and not be seen.
That sounds very uncomfortable for these old guys.
Road it is.
How long? Wait, which one was a half day?
32 people out of 3. Road it is.
Half a day was directly there. It will be a full day if you go to the trail and then go north.
Oh, it's only a half a day through the trail? The
No,
safe
half a
place?
day if you go directly there. Full day if you take the trail.
Oh, well, the tall grass seems awful nice and refreshing.
We've got 2 out of 3 people already set the road.
Buzzlebee and me can just fly above the grass. And Paula.
All right, y'all make it back to the trail, and the remnants of the caravan that y'all saw get attacked in the distance is there, but completely, it's not smoldering or anything anymore like it used to. And there is a definite lack of any bodies. It's just burnt out carts and yeah, I think you did too. I think you sent Buzzlebee or something.
Yeah. He went as a
So,
raven.
as y'all are moving amongst the carts, clouds are crossing over the sun. I need each of you to make a perception roll.
Nice.
DC 15.
What? Ooh.
Why is this thing lagging behind?
Yeah, and also the right scale. Something's loading. I like that. All right.
18.
Ugh. This is a perception roll? Perception, right?
Mhm.
Nat 20!
Sees
Nat
everything.
20.
Which is good because I get a +0. Oh, does Buzzleby need to see?
Yeah, y'all were walking down the path, going through the carts to get to the other side of the caravan that had been destroyed.
Do Buzz and Garfield need to see?
Garfield is fully asleep until you wake him up at any given point in time.
Just like a cat. What
Sounds-
about
sounds
Buzzleby?
like a
Does he
cat.
need roll?
Buzzlebee is up to you as to what you think,
That-
imagine he's doing.
I also assume Garfield's tail is covering my disgusting face, right?
Always. I thought you wore him as a full.
I do. That's right. That's what we're going for.
Yep.
Will you pull that dice back over so I can roll for Buzz? Buzz is alert. Oh, we're still good. He got 11. Buzz don't see shit. Unless it's dark out.
Nah,
Is
it's
it
it's
dark
not
out?
it's not dark. It's just
Okay.
a little cloudy. Um those of you that rolled 15 or above, everyone needs to roll initiative. Those that rolled 15 or above will go at the same
What?
time. Those that didn't are caught off guard.
But we're still
Gail
rolling
and
it.
Esther, Gail and Esther, you see, the all of the shadows were shifting as the clouds went across the sky and the sun was partially obscured. But you see a certain sequence of shadows that move in a counterintuitive way that we wouldn't expect. It kind of they twist and surge towards y'all.
Gail got a 12 for initiative.
Forget, what do I add to again?
I don't think you had anything.
For Buzz I do, but
You had your dexterity.
dexterity? You didn't beat. Yeah. I moved it over.
13. Just moved it over.
So 14 for Esther, and then Buzz. You get a 15 plus 18 for Buzz. You gonna wake Garfield up? Gail saw it, so she's able to wake Garfield up, right?
Yeah, but Garfield goes on my turn.
Oh,
Right?
he
Sure.
doesn't have initiative. Got it.
Yeah, he goes
No
on
matter
your turn.
what.
Yep. Oh, we rolled a 3. 14. Just monster. All right. I think it's only Esther and Gale in the monsters in this turn, correct?
Yes.
That sounds right.
All right. Like I
Does
said,
it?
as
Okay.
the cloud was moving across the sun, these shadows that they surge out from under the wagons and move in a manner that's just completely unrealistic for what a shadow should do, and then it kind of forms into an amorphous humanoid shape that begins to move towards the party. But y'all rolled way better, so y'all go first.
So it looks like living shadows. That's what we're looking
Yes.
at. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, living shadows that have formed into kind of a humanoid shape. They're partially see-through, but not fully.
And then Gail and I get a bonus round for having seen them.
You just get to go in the same round as they do. They've surprised everyone else.
Ah, got it. So who goes first?
Well, Gail can't be surprised anyway.
Well, perfect. Then you're not surprised.
So who goes first then?
Whoever's first on the chart. Let's see. Yep.
All right. Because of the initiative or the perception?
Initiative roll.
Okay. All right. So these things don't look like super duper friendly, huh? We don't want to have a conversation, maybe see if they have some wares for trade.
You've heard of these before. They are a form of undead. They're usually summoned back from the corpse of someone that suffered a violent death.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. We should put these poor souls back to rest. Come and blast and
So sad.
If you would like to roll a religion or
oh yeah.
history
Hold on. Let me
check.
see what I would roll.
Same thing with you, Gail.
Ooh, I could roll a history.
The better you do, the more information I'll tell you about shadows.
About shadows. Yeah, I'll roll a history. Is this a 20 highlighted?
Yeah.
No, you're surprised. You don't have a whole lot of time for thought other than, ah!
I'm surprised.
What'd you say the options were? History or what?
History or religion.
Okay.
Esther got a 12. For history.
Esther, do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3.
What are they asking for?
You read something in the past that about these types of creatures that if they touch you, they can just you'll feel weak for at least a day.
Oh
fuck.
Oh.
And if they touch you enough, they can just kill you outright.
Hey y'all. y'all need to avoid these shadow things like you would Adelaide in college.
Gail got a dirty 20, by the way.
Oh.
A dirty 20. All right, you can pick. Well, actually, you'll pick all of the rest of them because you can get 3 items. So you know that they are resistant to acid, cold, fire, and lightning and thunder damage.
Yeah.
You know.
So everything except physical.
Not. You know that they are vulnerable to radiant damage. You know that they are weak to sunlight.
You said thunder was one of the things that they were resistant to?
Yes, acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder.
And resistant means half damage for those things?
Correct.
Got it.
Alrighty. I think that was 1, 2, 3 things. Yep. All right. Then it's Esther's turn.
Guess
And
you're
that is the
playing
knowledge that has been invoked.
Shitballs.
Let's see here. Was necrotic something that they were resistant to?
No.
Awesome. And I assume that Gale has told us this.
I don't know. Did he?
I yell out, "Watch out for this!"
Noted. All right. Then yes, he did tell you.
Okay. Seeing how things are affected here. Got it. I think I get it. All right. So, and all of them look about the same size.
Yeah, they're almost all identical.
And just so that I understand, because of the feat that I took, Buzzleby doesn't change from how we were playing him before, right?
He
Like
uses your bonus action to attack.
I thought that the feat that I took meant that he didn't have to take the bonus action, or was that?
I don't know. Let me read it again. I can't really remember.
I thought it was react. No, maybe that's.
No, it wasn't react.
Never
I'll
mind.
have to.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll
It
have
was
to check it.
called Investment of the Chain Master. You want me to paste it in chat?
Sure, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's mine a friend over. Here's the art that went along with the monsters that y'all are fighting, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Please take it back. Oh, you're right. You're right. As a bonus action, you can command the familiar to take the action, the attack action.
Right.
Okay, so that means yeah. Well, Hex and Misty. Yeah, Hex and Misty Step, right? So if I do
Right.
Hex or Misty Step, Buzz misses a turn.
Right.
But on turns when I don't use Hex or Misty Step, Buzz does get a turn. As long as he goes after me, if Buzz rolls better than me, then he misses a turn regardless. Because I have to use a bonus action, right?
We're just gonna move Buzzleby to go in right after you on your turn.
Okay, so he doesn't have to roll initiatives anymore?
No. Otherwise, I think it'll get weird with
Yeah,
decision making and stuff.
got it.
So
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, good. So Buzz no longer rolls initiatives, and I need to tell him attack as a bonus action. Got it.
so yeah, like if he can still operate like a normal familiar. So like if you sacrifice your action, so like if you don't cast a spell that takes an action, you could sacrifice that and have him attack.
But that's the base rules, so it can be either an action or a bonus action now, right?
Yes. Or she could tell him to attack and then tell him to attack again.
Oh, he could get 2 attacks from the attack. I can tell him to attack, and then I can tell him bonus
If
attack.
you sacrifice your action, he can attack. And if you use your bonus action, he can attack again.
Oh, he could have 2 turns. Okay, cool.
At least I think that's how it would work based on the vague rules I remember from last time.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'd have to go
but
back and find
regardless,
where
we're not,
some-
I'm not looking again, so that's how it'll work
Sounds good. I'll take it. All right.
from now on.
Okay, so I'm going to. So this time I am going to take my bonus action to hex the I don't know, strength of the shadow closest to me. The evil shadow guy closest to me. I'm not like hexing like, Gale's shadow or anything here. Um
Understood. All right. I need you to make me a intelligence check, DC 20.
Intelligence? What?
Yeah.
You're a smart lady, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Intelligence.
Nah, I'm sorry. You're surprised.
Oh, that's like a main attribute. Oh shit. +0.
20. 20.
So
Look
smart.
who's smart.
So smart.
So smart.
Wow. All right.
You spelled all my 20.
You were paying attention during one of Adelaide's numerous lectures one night, and you do remember that shadows are not resistant to necrotic damage. They are immune to it.
Oh, is that what your blast is? Necrotic?
No, that's what my hex is.
Oh, okay.
And I remember this after I hexed him.
No, the intelligence roll was to do it before you cast it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to. I felt like I was being pedantic because you asked about necrotic being resisted. And they're not resistant to it. They are immune to it.
Woo! You know what? I can appreciate that. I do. I do.
But you made an epic roll, so yes, they are
Well,
immune. They
well,
are
yeah.
immune to necrotic.
Okay. So we are not going to use that bonus action because I had a thunk and a remembery of something that Adelaide once said. Who probably forgot it right now. But okay. So no. Instead, we're gonna take her action to just go in blasting.
Okay, she goes in
um,
blasting.
let's go in blasting with a bonus action of Buzz. You gotta attack too. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have questions on that too, because Buzz ain't gonna be able to do shit to these shadows. They do take physical damage, right?
Sorry?
They do take. We said physical damage was on the
Didn't say
list.
anything about resisting it.
Oh, okay. They weren't resistant to physical.
No.
But I assume poison was on the list of resistances.
Sorry, say again.
Poison,
They are not resistant to poison damage.
not resistant to maybe he can do something after all. They're probably just fucking immune to poison. We'll figure that out on Buzz's turn. Alright, so we'll blast the closest one to us. And we've
Okay.
commanded Buzz to
Is that
use
the one?
This one? Or this one?
which one? Oh, okay. Which one's closer?
This one.
We'll do the closer one. The one that can get to us quickest. We don't want
This
them
is the one
touching
that's closest to you.
Just blast. Yeah. Blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast that one. The closest one. Eldritch Blast. Alright, you ready?
Sure.
Let's go for it. Alright, that is a 7, but it's now plus 8
What level are y'all?
is a 15.
You have a second ray now. Remember that.
What is this? What is a ray?
You're Yeah, your Eldritch Blast gets an additional ray at level 5.
Wait, what?
So is it 2 attacks?
It is 2 attacks. That's why Warlocks are so good, because it synergizes with Hex really well.
Does each attack have to go towards the same one?
If you want the Hex to happen twice, yes. But
So
otherwise, no, you can split it as much as you like. So you could
do you,
attack 2 different targets.
so do I have to make 2 different like separate rolls on everything for each one? And can I
Yes.
make a decision like after the first one goes where the second one goes? No, so I do have to decide where the beams go from the beginning.
You can no, you can decide. Like if you killed it with the first shot, you could retarget with the second.
Got it. Okay.
So
But otherwise if I want to split it from the beginning, I got to say that. Otherwise just both are going to go towards the first one unless it dies and then it gets split.
just to make it fast, I would like for you to say it, well, no, you can say it after. It doesn't matter.
Well, this
But
one's
if you
15.
know, no,
Know what?
um, you don't have to say what you're going to target up front. You can roll for the first one, then roll for the second one.
Okay, cool. I did not see that about the second beam. Fuck yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's in the spell description somewhere.
Yeah, no, I see it right here. 2 beams at 5th level. Very simple, straightforward. Sweet. Okay.
It's true.
Yeah,
All right.
So
So first one was a
15
7 plus, so a
plus 8
15
now
hits.
because my proficiency went up. So 15 hits.
That hits. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we not only do we have new rules, I also have to do math because there's no hex. Okay. So I need a D10. Oh God, there's so much stupid math in this. I can't. No, there's no heuristics. All right.
Did your
So it's a
thunder damage go up, or is it still just 2?
well, thunder damage is now 3, but since they
Okay.
have a resistance, it's 1.5, so it's just 2. Yes. So this time it's 2. In the future, it's plus 3.
Okay.
Plus agonizing blast, which I couldn't find in my notes. I don't know what thing an agonizing blast is. Is that just a thing?
All that is it gives you the ability to add your charisma modifier to the damage.
Okay, so that's not a specific like. I don't need to check on resistance to that.
It just adds force damage, the base spell's damage type.
Got it. Okay, 6, 6, 6. Got a lot of 6s here. I need a 10. What's this?
Yeah, I cleared a lot of dice off the board before we
Why
started.
would you do that? Now I don't have enough
There
dice.
was a lot, and a lot of it was probably my fault. Make me come over there. I'll clean your side of the board next time.
This is not a roll. This is just a move. There we go. All right. So it's just this
All right.
lonely little D10. No extras because there's no hex. Oh. All right.
Plus
2 plus 5 plus 2 is 9.
All right. A
9, 9.
Eldritch Blast slams out from Esther as she goes in blasting. A puff of smoke blast out the back of it, but it kind of moans and you can hear it as if on the wind.
He's still standing.
Ooh. All right. So I guess we're gonna blast him again now. All of a sudden,
All
I'm
right,
like, "Fuck you! Let's blast. Let's do that again."
she's blasting again. All right, go for it.
Okay. So this plus 8 now, right?
That hit.
Woo! All right.
Damage.
So again.
Damage, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, big number.
8 plus, what did we say? 7. 15.
15. You blast through that shadow and just it's barely there. You can just see the wisps of the form, but it's still standing, floating. All right. Anything else?
Is
These
that
things are tough. Damn.
is that shadow for bloodied?
That is shadow for very bloodied.
Awesome. All right. So with Buzzleby, do I have to tell him who to attack, or does he make his own choices on that?
I mean, you command Buzzleby, so
All right. Okay.
so
But
so technically, I guess he would make his own choices, but he does what you say.
okay, I'm just wondering.
Right.
Well, I'm more so worried about the timing again, right? So, like, does like when Esther uses her bonus attack or her bonus action to have him attack, does she have to tell him who to attack, or does she just say attack, and then he decides who he's going to attack when it's his turn?
He goes right after you. So
Yeah, but I don't know the result of my attacks
You can
necessarily.
just say have Buzzleby attack that guy. Like,
you do
that's
know
all
the
you
results of your
got.
attack because
Okay,
he
that's
goes
all you
right
gotta do.
after you.
Right, because the bonus hex always comes first, but the bonus action can come after anyways. Got it. So
Right.
it's
The
relevant.
bonus action
Right.
doesn't have to come before your action.
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, everything's backwards. Okay. I just learned. Finally committed the system to memory, and now it's all out the
And it's
window.
all gone.
Everything is
All right.
different.
So yes, your bonus action can happen after your attacks.
Okay. So Buzz is but so now it's Buzz's turn, I think. Oh wait, she can move. Does she need to move? Oh, oh, hum. I gotta think through dynamics now. How far is this dude? He was like 5, 10, 5. How do I count here? He's probably it's like this is
5,
like
10, 15, 20 away from you.
30, 40, and Buzz can go 40. Okay, so I already shot the first one, so we'll say, nah, that didn't do anything. But the second one pushed him back by 10 feet.
Okay.
Push the big guy. Yeah. All right. So that's still 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so Buzz can still get there. All right, so Buzz is he's gonna head over to this guy now.
Okay.
I want these fuckers far away from us. And Buzz is going to attack. So for Buzz, his attack, let's see here. So Sting is a melee,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still a Constitution saving throw. But wait, which one gave me the bonus? This one didn't give me. Oh, no, it did. Right? Hold on. Things are all different.
Bonus action to make it attack like it always did.
Yeah, but it also had for the DC
It
saving, right? Was that on this one?
it it upped the DC of his sting.
Right. Oh wait.
DC 16 now.
DC 16 now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's a DC 16 Constitution saving. Okay, yeah. and then that's Constitution saving throw, and then it's poison damage. So I don't know if they're actually going to take any poison damage or melee weapon damage. But I'm throwing that out there.
Roll
So
to hit.
he's going to attack and see what happens.
He flies towards them, Sting leading the way. Let's see if you zip right past him and miss, or if you actually hit. That looks like a miss.
Buzz will be tough and miss. Yeah, so that's a 5, I think, plus 5. Yeah, so that's a 10.
Bumblebee, in his excitement, overshoots, flies over the top of him, and then like kind of skids to a stop in midair. And he's like, "Sorry, boss, I just got a little too excited." And it is now. Are you done, Esther?
Yes.
All right, I think it's Gail's turn.
Like Esther is done. Like that's no Buzzlebee isn't part of her turn, or is that still part of her turn? Like, could Buzzlebee do an attack and then she move? That's not happening
Sure,
here.
I don't care. It's fine. We can roll it all together. Makes it easier.
Okay, so Buzzlebee is just now part of Esther's turn.
Sure.
Okay. She wasn't gonna move it either way. I'm completely resetting everything.
Cool. Gail.
Yeah.
Gale. I'm gonna summon animals. I'm gonna summon 8 one. What is it? 1/8. 8 1/4 challenge rating animals. I am fearful of these shadows and want something else to take the brunt of the attacks.
Did you say 1/8?
1/4. 1/4.
There's eight 1/4s.
8 1/4.
All right. Let's see. I need some figs. I'm gonna have to prepare more for your spell that you're gonna use all the time.
I mean, I am going to in situations like this.
No, I don't blame you for it. I just need to prepare for it. It's an amazing spell. Where do they spawn?
Can I do they all have to spawn in one place?
I don't know. What's the spell say?
Form a base and appear in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. So it says spaces you can see within range. It doesn't say whether they all have to be together or
What's the range on it?
60 feet.
I'll let you place them wherever you want as long as they're within 60 feet of your character. All right. They have AC 11,
Spiders.
HP 11, and there are
Just
eight
happened.
Doberman-sized wolf spiders poof into existence. Like,
All right. Let me count. 1, 5, 10.
I'm just gonna paste this into chat and let you manage these. So
560. If I can get one
so
over there to this guy.
there you go. That's the character sheet of a giant wolf spider.
Ooh, they got
I
40 feet.
I would recommend right-clicking on the figures themselves and in the description putting their HP so you can keep track.
HP 11.
Right clicking on the figures themselves
At
and
the
like
very bottom of the screen, see it?
Yeah, at the bottom there's like a little description section.
There you go.
oh, description. Okay.
So
that.
like type in HP 11 and then you can like keep track of their individual hit points as I attack them
All right.
because it's a lot and I'm just gonna let you do it.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that it popped up?
Yep.
All right.
Is he touching from right there? Is that one like? No, he's not.
This
He's
one?
not.
No.
No, that one's not touching.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'll put the HP down once they take damage. I'm not gonna bother.
That's fine. I mean they all have 11 right now.
Yeah.
Didn't we settle on like if you choose the higher version it's bears?
Well, you said I could always do bears.
Are there
Yeah.
let me check if there's a CR 1/4 bear. Seems unlikely, but I'll check anyways.
I'd be down for that. I'd be down for
I
that.
forgot about it until just now, or else I would
The
have.
tiniest of bears.
Little koalas. Koala attack.
I'm just gonna bring back drop bears. Can we please have drop bears? Because I'm pretty sure Sarah still hasn't looked it up. Definitely drop bears.
No, there is no CR 1/4 bear, so you're out of luck there.
All right.
No,
What's the attack on these guys?
I posted it into the chat.
Oh, here. I'll look. I'm just trying to decide what to do with this last one.
All good.
Little bears.
Nah, I like the little bit of randomness I can throw into the scenario. If he chooses to summon lots of little things.
Question. Two of the things I was looking at, like to speed this up when you're doing like 8 of these, is using average damage and also rolling multiples. Can we do that?
So you just want to take the average always?
Yeah. I just want to take the average on these guys.
That's fine.
Okay.
Because yeah, just having a set number without having to do any rolling will definitely speed this process up.
So that way I could just roll 3 20s for these guys, 3 20s for these guys down here, and then like 120 over here, and da da da
Yeah,
da.
that's totally fine. And if they hit, they do whatever the average damage it states is.
Okay.
Do they
Worried
get
about
to
the
attack
summon.
on the turn that they are summoned?
Let me check. As far as I assume so, but
I've never personally used this spell, so somebody has.
roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. No action required.
They have their own turn.
Yeah, they have their own initiative.
Well, let's see if you get lucky. Roll their initiative.
All right. I'm gonna put one spider over here
Okay.
by this guy, I guess.
This way you'll have the potential for going. Sometimes you'll just roll bad and
Roll a
not
one.
get to go.
I'd like to use my luck roll, please.
A one?
I rolled a one.
I mean, they'll still go
What?
this turn because ones haven't gone yet. But
Yeah, but what's the roll on the bad guys?
the bad guys, they rolled
Yeah.
a four. So yeah, if you
So I
rolled
got
again, you could potentially go before the bad guys.
okay, let me yeah, I'm hoping to go before they go.
Okay, so you can use luck to roll that again if you want.
Well, I have initiative +3, so I actually tie them. Who wins on a tie?
Actually, in reality, luck can only be used on rolls that you make, and this is a roll that they are making. So yeah.
Delay. I have nothing to add.
Oh
Yeah.
well, then I was only a four because we both rolled three, so you're at five.
No, I'm at 4.
It's fine. You go before I do.
Okay. Okay.
Here, This we need to create a new Gale summon.
Puzzle B.
Look at me.
All right. So yep, you go right now actually.
All right.
Unless Gale has any other actions that she wants to take before they go.
I mean, I'm probably gonna run. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and fully complete your turn, and then they'll go.
Gil bravely runs away.
5, 10, 10.
Moving through an ally's square takes double movement.
I counted
Be aware.
10, 15,
Okay.
20, 30.
All right.
All right, first one, the one over to the right.
They have a 12 armor class.
Okay.
Go ahead and
I'm just seeing what
we
the
will
attack is on this guy.
wrap it
Uh,
our way through this.
+5.
That hit minimal damage, or sorry,
All right.
what's the average damage?
5 piercing, 5 poison. So 10 damage.
5 piercing and 5 poison. Goodness gracious, what did I just give you? These people aren't going to show up again.
Well, we
Uh,
like spiders. We like
you and
spiders. They're good.
no, the little ones, I get to decide what shows up. All right.
They could have been poison
Uh,
bears.
your spider lunges forward at the shadow, buries its fangs into it, and it feels a slight resistance as the fangs enter it and just rip it apart, but the poison just squirts through and hits the ground to no effect. but
What?
this one dissipates.
What? Anyway,
No, the fangs did damage, the poison didn't. So the piercing happened, but they are completely immune to poison.
We just had a whole thing where they weren't immune to poison.
No, I said they weren't I said they weren't resistant to poison. In the same way I said they
Oh
weren't
my God.
resistant to necrotic.
We have been warned as
It's true.
we were
Okay.
very explicitly warned that this would happen.
I thought we had a conversation about poison, and never mind.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
So
They
spiders
are
were a
not
horrible-
resistant to poison.
Spiders were a horrible pick for me to get for this.
I actually didn't even read that they got the extra poison.
They do a little melee.
All right.
Melee.
Roll this 23 times.
23 times.
That's a 19, one hit.
Let's summon you like a couple extra dice.
2 hits.
We can get these all in at once.
3 hits. 15 damage on this guy up here.
Okay, 15 damage. Still standing, but much more. He's shadow bloody.
Shadow bloody.
Do we want to add a couple more dice? A couple more 20s?
Sure.
All right.
How does he do that? I don't know all of these so many magic tricks.
It's just it's Control C, Control V.
Oh, sweet. I can do that.
Uh, 4, 18, and 11. So 2 hits, 10 damage.
2 hits,
on
2
this guy down here.
damage. Yep. Not bloodied.
And we got 1 going towards this guy over here.
Go for it. That'll hit for 5 points.
5 damage. Yeah,
Not
I
bloodied.
definitely like using the average. That's nice. That's quick.
Yeah, that'll speed up your summons for sure. And yes, you lose a little high damage, but you also get rid of the chance for low damage. So
And let me see what the spider's movement is.
40.
Speed 40. They have a climb of 40, so if I go right through this
Ooh.
right through this, does it count as any extra terrain?
no, you can go right over it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right.
Bye, friend.
Spider friends.
Spider friends.
Spider friends. Spider friends. Does whatever. My turn's over.
Spider-Man summoned a bunch of spiders. There's multiple Spider-Mans.
I need Spider-Man too.
So bears and
I sacrificed my good looks to save you.
Oh, all right. Shadow turns. Let's get our movement done. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Where the fuck are
45,
these fuckers
50.
coming from?
There was one out of every wagon.
Oh my god.
Oh, this spider's fucked.
Only 2 get to attack that spider. I need some dice. I'm stealing yours. All right.
Ooh.
That's a +4. What's the armor class on those spiders?
13.
1 missed. 1 hit. I need dice. All right, I'll pull out some d6 and a d4. That would be 5 points of necrotic damage, and you feel your strength get reduced by 3.
What?
All right, he's at 6.
You want to put your strength in there too.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if your strength reaches 0, you instantly die.
What?
That's one of the things that. Fair. That's the thing that Esther remembered from her reading. All right. All right. That was them. 1 on one of these spiders. That's a miss. 1 on one of the other 3 spiders. Miss, actually. And that was all of them. All right. That would be the end of the surprise round. That means it is Apollo.
Spider friend, spider friend. Spider friend.
Spider friend. That one in particular is friend. Buzz and
Friend
him are
spider.
bonded.
What are you conflicted over? I don't get it.
These are Gale spiders. These are Gale spiders. He's got to go after the shadows, not the spiders. Serpentine.
Well, that's fair.
What about the one that's way far away? What about the one that's spiders are friends? Spiders are friends. Oh, hang on, the follow button. Oh,
Spiders are the reason we didn't get attacked. Spiders are friends.
friends. I'm just imagining that when Gale summoned like animals, she was expecting like bears to come up, but then all of a sudden it was just spiders because of
Just
her ailment.
spiders.
But she
Oops, all spiders.
Spiders.
she was definitely expecting bears.
I regret to inform you, Gail, that you have become oops, all spiders.
You need more dice? Matt, I heard her say she needs more dice. I'm getting that.
Don't go that way. Device battery low.
It's on my phone. You got it?
11? Oh, sadly, I was waiting for you to get back. No, actually, as he's dashing towards the shadow to attack, multiverse Apollos blip into existence all around him, distracting him and causing him to miss.
This
All
seems
right.
unfair.
All right. Are you sure? I feel as a 5th level sidekick, you probably get a second attack. I'll take it.
We're drinking tonight.
I don't think you should.
Should drink?
Yeah. We probably shouldn't open the wine.
Why'd you do this to me? Well, now you got an extra flute of wine to drink. Here you go.
Like, I don't know. Is it okay to drink before blood work the next day? Do you guys know?
As long as I
I
stop before midnight, probably, right? I am sure that is a HIPAA violation.
It is at 6th level where you get a second attack. So no, you don't have a second one yet. All right.
Boo.
Indeed. All right. That's Apollo's turn. Esther, it's your turn again.
Easter. All right. We're not using hex anymore because it's useless in the situation. All right. I think. Hatchata. Did we do any attacks on this shadow guy here next to Apollo and these guys? Oh, he's
Yeah.
got 12
That
damage.
one's it's bloodied.
Okay. And has this guy over back here been hit?
Yes, but not bloodied.
Okay. Let's go for him instead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, yeah, he's well within range. All right. So Esther is going to blast at this guy. Where
Roll
is
the
the
hit.
dice? All right. I don't remember all this shit now. All right, 16 already, so we don't have to worry about the +8.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right, so we're gonna do just the D10 because no hex. And it's a big old one. Plus, hold on, math. Plus 5 is 6, plus 2 is 8.
All right. It is a bloody shadow.
All right, so now we're gonna strike at him again.
That'll
7.
hit.
Oh, yeah, it'll hit. Barely.
Handily.
Oh,
Terrible
another one,
damage.
so another 8. But that should take him out, right?
Sadly, it's the wispiest wisp of a shadow you've ever seen, but it's still there.
That one's on you, spiders.
1 hit point.
Oh my goodness.
You needed 1 more point. All right. Anything else, Esther?
So Buzzleby can move on like after my turn, even if he's not attacking, right? Like that's all him.
Just part of your bonus action. Slash,
Okay.
he can move without using your bonus action, but if you want him to move and attack, he has to use a bonus action.
Can I use my bonus action to give him dash?
No.
Really?
Yes.
So that's a shame. So he can only go 40. He can't go.
Actually, no, that's
It's here. It said something. It did say attack, I think.
I think it might actually be able to take a dash on its own. So you might want to read Find Familiar.
On its own. Okay, hold on. That's a feature and trait.
It's
Or
a
that
spell.
Find familiar. Nah, it's gotta be in features and traits. It's down there. Oh, here's Find Familiar. Find Familiar Lacey version. Do. Oh, okay. Here, it does say this. Your familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your command. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Okay, we can make it work like that if you want. I don't care.
Well, because what I'm thinking is right now, he can move 40 feet, but there's nothing within 40 feet for him to attack. So I was just wondering if I could use that, like action to give
Sure.
bonus action to give to him so he can go an extra 40 feet.
As long as you don't sacrifice your attack action to allow him to attack twice, then you can use that to dash. Okay, so
Okay.
if you sacrifice your action, he can take the attack action. If you use your bonus action, he can take another attack action.
Right. And which of those can be a dash instead of an attack?
Your sacrifice of your action can be a dash if you don't sacrifice your action.
What? Wait, the action can be
If
so if
you
I don't.
sacrifice your action, he
Uh-huh.
can attack. He can attack. If you don't sacrifice your action, he can take the stuff that was listed under Find Familiar.
Okay. What about my bonus action? If I give him my bonus action.
If you bonus action, he gets to attack again. That's it.
Okay, so action can be a dash or an attack, but a bonus action can only be an attack.
An action could be an attack if you sacrifice your action. And
Okay.
But you can just
he can take everything else without it.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just have him dash.
So he can dash on his own without me sacrificing anything?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So can he do a dash and then get my bonus action to attack, even though he's dashed? No.
Sure.
Sure? Cool. Okay. Are you sure? Because, wait, I feel like that just gives him 80 feet of motion anytime.
That's true.
I feel like that's too good.
That's up to you. I'm not going to look it up. So it's going to work that way until I get more motivation to look it up. But I'm pretty sure that's right.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then from there, he could go another 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 75, right here, like near the tire. Or is that
Sure.
occupied by the thing?
I assume you're flying.
Okay. So he goes, pew! And he goes real fast, and it lands right here and not on the tire, and he's not going to fall over. Damn it! Okay, he is on top of this guy.
We'll say he's attacking from above. All right.
Okay. And so he's taken my bonus action to attack now.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, I'll take it. All right. So let's give this a roll. Ooh, 16 plus 5. So
That'll
he
hit.
got a you're 21. All right, and then now I got to figure out what he rolls with again. I think let's see here. So we found out from the spiders that they were immune to poison, correct?
That is correct.
So we don't even get to take advantage of the That means they don't get any damage, right? We don't even have to worry about the Constitution
We don't
saving
have.
throw.
Or yeah, we won't even do it because they won't take damage.
Got it. But they do take piercing damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1d4. So all I need is a d4. One of them pointy fuckers. Alright. D4. Bam. 1 plus 3. He does 4 damage.
4 damage. All right. He is a slightly bloodier shadow. All right. Anything else, Esther?
No.
Well,
All right. I'm launching a
spider attack. Spider wave. I go. Oh, that's not them yet.
not them yet. I'm doing produce flame
What? Not near the spiders.
on this guy right here.
All right. Roll to hit. That'll hit.
Isn't he at 1?
He is. So he will die.
Okay.
What were you gonna roll?
1 to 8.
That'll be 2d8 now. It goes up at level 5.
Oh, 2 to 8. Okay. All right. I guess I can move Gale up a little bit. Uh, I'll move her up to like right here.
Next to Spider Friend.
Next to Spider Friend. Spiders go.
Not until later in the turn sequence, I think.
Okay.
It was Gale, and then it would be. No, you're right. There is nobody between you and your summons, so it is Gale summons turn.
Actually, let me do the other one first. That way one's not moving through.
All right, I'll be right back while you get all your stuff in position.
All right. Uh,
It's 24 hours for alcohol and up to 12 hours for food. So I'm just SOL. I can have water tonight.
spider friend does whatever a spider friend does.
All right, let's do some rolls.
All right, first these three on Shadow Guy here.
Go for it.
Or is he already bloodied? Do I need to do 3? Or can I do 2 with a possibility of killing that guy?
If you hit with 2, he'll die.
Okay, let me do 2 if that's okay, and then I'll.
That's fine. Go for it. One missed.
That's 1 hit.
Yeah, but one missed, so it's still alive.
All right. 1 more.
Okay. That hit, he dies.
All right. Going down.
Ah, I stole Buzzlebee. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move these other guys then. Actually, I'm not moving there. I'm moving here, then down here.
Picture is terrifying. The one of the adventurer getting drugged back down the stairs by the shadows.
All right, 3 on this guy.
Three to who?
This guy right here.
For you damage? Or
3 are attacking that guy.
oh, okay, gotcha. Go for it. It's a miss, and a hit. All right,
Okay.
so 5 points of damage.
5 damage. 1 more from the bottom attacking that guy.
Okay, go for it.
Dirty 20. 5 damage. That guy.
Yeah.
All right. He is not a bloody shadow. All right, but he is damaged. All right. Anything else? I think that
That's all I
might
got.
be all of them.
I like these spider friends.
All right, that would be the monster's turn. The one closest to the wagon will attack. Is the spider right in front of him? For 17, that'll hit. And he'll deal a paltry 3 points of necrotic damage, and his strength is reduced by 2. The
Which
next
spider
one,
was that?
this one. The next one will hit because I have a 13
You
armor
need just
class. That's a 6 more points of damage to this one.
same one.
Yep.
Same one. Okay, he's dead.
And the last shadow is going to attack. Which one's injured?
None of them.
So I attacked the one that was already injured from the first
Yep.
round. Okay. Well then, perfect. I'll attack this one. All right. That's a miss. All right. That would be all of them. Y'all. It is Adelaide's turn.
Adelaide saves the day.
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Adelaide.
Yes. 2 of them. This one is her. This one is more hurt. They're not resistant. You won't know until it hits. You know they're not immune to it because Esther has been hurting them with her spell, and that's force damage.
Easter.
13 points of damage. 3 missiles of Adelaide's description flash out across the sky, and 3 feathery quills slam into this shadow, destroying it. Adelaide is done. Top of the round. Apollo's turn. Apollo's like, I can never charge because there's always shit in the way. Sure. He's a little boy now. That's fine. So he went 10 feet up and 20 feet over. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's 30 feet from you. So if you take any vertical movement, you won't be able to attack. So you moved 5 feet up, and then you would have only moved 25. So you have to move 30 to get to there. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, 25. 25 is fine.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Or Woof, he swoops through the sky and fully gets distracted by the amount of spiders below him. Yep. And just kind of hovers there. All right.
Our spider friends are helpful. No, not right. We
That's
like
why
our
we haven't
spider
taken
friends.
any strength damage.
Esther,
Sure, sure. All right. Jesus, there's such a clusterfuck. I can't tell. Where's Spider Friend? Hi, Spider Friend. Okay, so there's just the two left, right?
correct.
Yep, we got left and right. All right. And then which one looks more ghost bloodied?
This one's damaged. This one's not.
The far one isn't. Do I have a direct line of sight on the far one? Or either one, really? Or at least, actually, as long as I got like a quarter line of sight, I'm good. Stealth sniper. All right. And the front one is damaged but not bloody. You said.
Correct.
Okay, so let's attack that front one.
Go for it.
Pew pew. 15 plus 8. Doesn't
That'll
matter.
hit.
All right. Is this my 10? That's my 10. All right. Give this a shot. So that's an 8 plus, I think 7 we decided, right?
Yep.
So 15.
15 points of damage.
It's
Will it will
You
not be
kill,
killed, but
little
it
kid.
is bloodied.
it will bloody. Okay.
It will bloody.
So we'll take another shot at him. With this extra dice. The front one, the one lowest is the one that I'm. Oh, you got it. You magic the other one away. All right, 10 plus I think it was 8, so 18.
That it.
I am. All right.
Whew, he's super dead.
Woo!
Your blast dissipates the shadow with a howl of anger.
Stick 'em,
All
Buzz.
right, Esther.
All right, so Buzz's turn. He's gonna come on in here. Let's see if he can get on in.
Come
Can
on
he
in here
swoop
now.
above the spiders, but under Apollo to get in
Sure.
here? Let's see here. So it's 5, 10, 15. How much does it cost to get through this thicket?
Nothing, because you're flying. You can get here with almost no problem because
Okay.
you can move like 80.
Okay. Oh no, Buzz! Alright, so he's going to attack with his little stingy thingy.
He's diving in. Stinger advanced like a wasp.
There it goes. And he got a nat 1.
Right into the ground, and I'll spray of dirt.
Let's set that back over there.
I can't eat it. It's for you.
I don't want it.
It's not midnight yet, right?
12 hours.
12 hours before your appointment.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Bummer indeed. Okay, I think that is it for Esther and Buzz.
All right, Esther and Buzz are done. Gale. Why don't you go ahead and just... We're not going to roll this because you're just going to swarm this thing with 400 spiders and it's going to die.
That is
Actually,
what I was gonna do.
all right, roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you hit 5 times, it's dead.
5 times. I was gonna do Gale's attack first.
Go for it.
I think she maybe I don't have to move up. I don't know. I don't think so.
Actually, no, we're not even going to do it. Even if
Using
you don't
max
kill it
attack.
this turn, it's going to attack you, and then you're going to attack it again, and it's dead. So, because
Sounds good.
they're not smart, so they're not going to try and flank you. All right, the spiders jump on the last shadow repeatedly until it's dead, and then your spiders wink out of existence. How long
Wait,
does that last?
I don't know. I want to check that. I want to check how long it lasts.
I actually don't remember, so it's... You
Up
should
to an
check.
hour. Up to an hour. So I can
Okay,
keep the
okay.
spiders around.
All right,
Yay, spiders.
your spiders are hanging out for an hour. All right, y'all are 12 hours into a 24-hour journey. It will take 12 more hours to get to Old Owlwell from where you are now.
Hanging out with his spider friend.
I need for Apollo to make a perception check. DC is going to be whatever I roll on my D20 plus 5. I rolled a 14 plus 5 is a 19. DC 19. Okay. Carry on.
There was nothing to be seen. Is this possibly a good time for a smoke break?
Sure. Smoke break. Smoke break. Bathroom break. All the breaks.
All the breaks.
Not a snack break.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go breaking his heart. Snacks. Breaking her heart. That's you. I gotta go clean a litter box. I'll be back. Didn't do shit that round. What the Garfield?
That's fair. I think everybody forgot about him. Garfield sleeps a lot.
Field scarves.
Did Garfield have his daily dose of 15 good berries? Otherwise, he's useless.
Please don't tell me that's canon. Oh. That's an Amber Alert for a 15-year-old girl and a 20-year-old guy with a different last name. That's not good.
Nope. Those will be people that are in our database tomorrow.
Okay, I got one more litter box, please. The washing machine is empty now, Dave.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll put your stuff in there at the end of the night.
Are you gonna be after a little bit after this to put in the dryer?
I guess. I mean, I figured after this we'll put the bed sheets on the.
Oh, I just meant like, I mean, we can do both things. Oh nuts! There's a hole in this bag.
Can you get you another one?
Yeah, I'll just use this one for now. Put it on the clean rug. Dadgummit. I hope I didn't trickle any up the stairs. It was kind of on the side of the bag, but probably okay. Just put it on top. I'll use that for the super. Thank you.
Hello.
They don't like you. They even say hello back.
Hello.
So
I was
Matthew, have
chewing.
you considered starting back up your Warhammer army?
No,
No.
not really. Like I said, I would play on tabletop with you if you wanted to, but I have no intention of doing physical miniatures again. Primarily because I don't enjoy unknown people. And the only people I know that play Warhammer right now is you. And you live in Texas.
Well, I don't actually play. I just paint figures right now and want to learn the game.
Well, there you go. Well, we can learn the game on tabletop.
Well, then why do you put those money on the figures?
I feel like I'd get paint at a lot of places that I didn't want to paint.
Like your butt.
Okay, you can do that. That'll work.
Wait, what? What did I just get volunteered for? I don't know how to feel about this. I didn't even learn the rules of this game. I did.
It just change.
It's a
And also, the
constant
rules that I'm
evolution.
learning right now are irrelevant to the rules after this one fucking match.
There you go.
Stupid existences.
Rules on rules on rules.
So many freaking rules. Okay, there we go. Just clean this fucking room.
Yeah, I got a cat there.
Who did jack shit in that last fight?
Well, I wouldn't get
Come
close
out.
to this. Garfield was napping. Beautiful face. It looks good.
All right. So are we all back?
Same clean the litter box.
Santa's done cleaning the litter box. Now she just got to run out to the trash.
Okay, doke. I will eat more cheese.
In front of me?
I mean, not in front of you because you're not in front of the camera. So
I'm in front of the screen. What? That is the opposite of fun right now.
Yeah, I would definitely be down for trying to play on tabletop sometime. I would like
we can
to
do that.
try to
Do you
learn the
have the
game.
rule books?
What's that?
Do you have the rule books?
I've just got it's all on the app. All the rules are on the app.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, but you have to have the cards. But I don't know if like you can use. I don't know if the tabletop has the cards or something. Like,
Probably not. I don't know. I feel like it's a very loose gray area on using stuff.
I'm hoping I can find a place to buy the cards next month because they released the new edition, and I want to learn the new edition because I'd like to go to some of the tournaments that they hold like at the game shops and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, whenever your cards come out and you get them, I mean, I don't mind buying some cards. I'm not gonna buy any figs, but
Uh, no, I can. I'm gonna buy the cards. I would just have to draw for you. Like I think you get both people.
hold on. What
Like
what do you mean by cards though? I took that to be like an army.
no, the cards are like all the missions, all the secondary missions.
Oh, so the
Uh,
app just has all of the units and all that stuff? Just default?
it it does if your codex isn't out yet. Like all the units for the Grey Knights are in there. But I think if it was one where the codex has been released, you have to actually have bought the codex. And you have to enter in the code from the codec from the book into the app to have all your stuff pop up.
Right. But I don't think I would mind buying a codex, though, is the point. Like, I'm not gonna buy any figs, but I'll spend $30 on a codex. I don't know how much
Eh,
codex cost, but
like 60.
$60? What the fuck are they? They charge. That's Games Workshop, man. Games Workshop charges $1 million for their stuff.
It's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive. But the deck, we only need one of them, and I got to buy the deck anyway.
Right.
And
Yeah,
when we were
we
playing, I
can
would
do
just
that.
have to like have yours set off to the side, and I would just have to draw for you.
The missions.
What's that?
That so you would from one set of the mission cards, you would be able to do all of the codex stuff.
Well, the
Like,
codex is separate from the mission. The mission stuff.
okay. So you only need one set of mission cards, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like only one of us would have to have them, and I have to buy them anyway
Okay, doke.
because I want to have them for playing live games.
Right. Well,
I guess we'll just run off together. You want to go to maybe like Rome?
Sam's gonna start a Chaos Knights army.
I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. If they want to take vacations instead of doing this, I'm gonna go with them. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to Rome if you're going.
Then you
It's just Rome, Georgia.
Oh, noted.
Well, but then you could bring your figurines and play IRL in Rome, Georgia.
Why you say it like figurines?
Because he doesn't like the, he likes the word miniature, but I heard Matthew call them figs, so I'm allowed to call them figurines.
They are wargaming miniatures, but
Wargaming Polly Pockets.
sure, I don't care.
Pokemon.
I actually kind of like murder polys, so let's do that one. Yeah, fair. Or a murderer that only targets polygamous.
Ooh, the bad kind.
I mean, what's the bad kind?
Yeah, I need that definition.
I
So
mean,
Mormons are the bad kind? Okay, we gotcha.
you're the murderer. You get to decide.
I don't feel good about where this is going. Like,
Not at all.
I'm
I
not
feel
trying
like we
to.
were like an innocent 40K gaming turned into this.
Yeah, I'm not trying to diss the Mormons. Like,
Sure. I don't know. I feel like the original creation of the religion was about that, but I feel like some are actually just believers now. So, but obviously I'm not a believer.
I mean, it wasn't just about marrying multiple women. It was also about gaining territory and murdering all of the inhabitants of it while framing the natives.
anyway, that's a western we just watched.
I watched that
No,
one. It was
it's
really good.
it's
What was that called?
Wikipedia read.
What was that called?
The it's like blood on the ground or like blood cleansing.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think that
I
was.
find it.
Was it a TV show or was it a movie?
Oh, are you talking
Mine was
about
a
the
TV show.
about the name
Yeah,
of it?
it was a mini series.
Yeah, that's what I watched.
Oh, there's a couple.
I
So
learned.
anyway,
Yeah,
Blood
that's it. It's
Atonement.
American Primeval.
Oh yeah.
American.
Oh no. I'm talking about Blood Atonement, which is not the name of a movie. Blood Atonement is a real Mormon thing about, your enemies can still go to heaven as long as their blood touches the ground. So that it's a bloody history. Like the histories of Mormons are, it's insane. Look up.
I
Like,
learned everything I know about Mormons. I was going to bring that up because of what we watched, but I learned everything I know about the Mormon history from American Primeval. So who knows how accurate it is?
you know. So you
Well,
know
that's
two
fair.
things.
2 things, 3 things actually.
Thanks,
I learned one thing
thanks for being an expert.
in that other show where they talked about soaking.
Oh,
It was on
get shorty.
Dropout.
The dropout? No, it's not Get Shorty.
I believe there's multiple shows where they talk about soaking.
Oh well, Get Shorty is good. Mm.
Right.
So, anyways, where'd all of our points go for killing these guys?
Uh, they're in the XP bowl
Oh, that's an XP bowl.
and
Oh,
all right. It is roughly midday.
okay.
At your current pace, you will arrive at Old Outwell around midnight, 1 a.m. Are y'all okay with that?
With a bunch of undead at the witching hour.
I'd say we take a long rest and try to show up like around noon tomorrow. I love this idea. Are we gonna
All
put it
right.
in the pit?
Put it in the pit.
All right. So y'all plan to go ahead and take a long rest now, or y'all just gonna hang out and do it later today? Like, what time do y'all want to arrive? You have 12 hours of travel left to get there.
Let's do like I was gonna say like 6 hours, and then like okay, good job. Yeah.
So you want to arrive at Old Owlwell at 6 a.m.
Uh,
Or sorry. Okay, so 6 hours, and then it would be 6 hours in the morning. So it would be 6 o'clock tonight. An 8 hour long rest would put you at 2 a.m. wake up time, which would put you there at roughly 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. I guess we
I
really
mean,
just need to know, what time do you want to arrive tomorrow?
I feel like 8 a.m. is good because we get more daylight and we're like looking for necromancer shit. So maybe it's good to have more daylight. I mean, it's just our characters waking up at 2 a.m. It's not.
I think our characters are still jet lagged, portal lagged from all of these random time changes. I think they'll be fine.
Heard.
All right.
Well, have you made this tower then? Oh, okay.
All right. Regardless, the 6 hours passed without incident. The next hour passes without incident, and your spiders disappear from your side.
Oh
Y'all get
no!
y'all get to your campsite, and she summons a tower.
Ooh. People, what?
On the first floor, we have watch. It's uncomfortable and
Esther is already naked.
love that. And then second floor is
Doesn't matter. Esther is already in the tub. Ooh.
It's
Esther,
less of a watchtower and just a flat surface with crenellations around the edges, with a trapdoor that opens to it.
he means there's
Watchtower implies a roof. It
he
has
means
no
there's
roof.
no. If we got on there and somebody started shooting arrows at us, Matthew's going to have us killed.
gotta live.
It does mean the
It
booga
does.
booga booga.
It does mean the booga booga boogas. But if something tries to dive down on you from the sky, you have no there's no roof above you.
You don't know. You don't know what those booga boogas could do.
I actually know very well because this spell didn't include a roof. So I gave it one. Yes. So the one that I gave it is a flat surface with crenellations around the edges.
What? What's around the edge?
Crenellation.
What you said.
Like,
Close. I just wanted to make him say booga booga.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Well,
It
I'd
doesn't
say
matter.
words like caldera sometimes, and people don't know what it means. So
I know how dare us. How dare us get so ostentatious?
yeah, earthen berm is another good word that I
Remember?
use, and people are like, "What is that?" Yes.
one,
A tag? We're looking for a tag?
Yeah, but dangling nomenclature says the same thing, all right? A funny story, but I don't think it properly represents the caldera
You want to know a
stigma.
funny story? That's your porn name.
A dangling.
Dangling nomenclature?
That's his no. That's just his porn name.
Noted. All right. She summons a tower. Y'all are like, ooh, that's amazing. This is really cool. Y'all each take a watch throughout the night, and nothing of event happens. But during Apollo's watch, where he stands on top of the tower,
Wait, I'm burning some spells before I go to sleep to make some good berries.
that's
Also,
totally fine. Be aware that you have to spend 15 of those to wake uh, Garfield up tomorrow morning.
I was just about to tell him that.
What? I'm the one that made up Garfield. I get to decide what he does.
While you were out, I was complaining that Garfield didn't do shit during that battle, and Matthew said it was because he hadn't had his prerequisite 15 berries to wake up.
All right. Regardless of that, burn them. Write the number down. I don't care. All right.
Long rest, long rest. I'm taking a
Apollo,
nap.
on your watch, I need you to make a DC 19 perception check. I don't like passive perception. Okay. Night passes without incident. That's not enough. A 19. All right. No, he didn't see. So, but he didn't see it. That's true. All right. It is morning. 2 a.m., by the way, y'all old ladies. All right. Y'all are going.
What about a heroic speech to start this?
Every morning.
right.
That's what gets you going
That's what we
at 2
need.
a.m. The old hawk.
No,
I
no,
stopped
not
myself because I was like, that
not
feels
that.
weird to say, so I didn't say it. So
That's not what she's doing.
I give Garfield 5 good berries.
What?
5 good berries. He's a generous master. He's like, man, that's pretty good. All right, let's do this thing. Blades go.
What?
That's right. You're ready.
That's your ducks?
Don't lie to yourself. It's already going to be a problem. All right.
We already have one cat we are on an adventure to feed. We don't need to make this problem any worse.
You're just jealous of my cat. That's what it is.
His cat could summon blade arms.
Well, that's not good. Those arms are awfully close to her neck.
Garfield loves Gale. Gale provides good berries.
That's right. Gale does provide good berries.
Gail better save a couple in case her neck gets a little slicey.
Little slicey.
All right. Y'all travel for the next 6 hours, roughly. And roughly before you're going to arrive, you come over the last hill in this grassy plain. You're on a road, so you're not in the grassy plain. But if you leave the road any decent distance, it merges into prairie land. And you can see the ruins of a town that is Old Alwell out in front of you. And at the entrance where this road leads there is a camp set up. You're really far away currently, so you're still like an hour away. But you can just see way off in the distance there's probably like 6 tents and a bunch of wagons all corralled up together. And you can see movement there, but you really can't see any detail. But if you continue on the road in your current path, you will eventually run right into this camp.
Let's try to sneakily get close enough where we can see what's going on.
Sneaky Buzz.
Oh yeah, Buzzlebee can just go invisible and get up there.
Invisible. Don't look at me. Ooh.
That would count. Yes,
Invisible Buzzley.
all of that.
Garfield is going to stay put.
Mallow.
All right.
Shall we flank it? So maybe Apollo's on one side and Buzz is on the other, so we can get a good vantage point of the whole area. What?
All right. Roll me some stealth checks with advantage, obviously.
Stealthily buzzing a. With advantage, you said? No.
Let's talk.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. Yes.
13 for Buzz.
13.
Yeah.
You rolled with
Buzz
advantage,
rolled-
right? I'm just making sure. All right. All right. Let's see the results of these. I'm rolling with disadvantage to see you. I rolled a 12 and a 12. Well, let's see. Oh, 12. Do I somehow have a bonus to perception? That's a negative. I do not have a bonus to perception. So
Oh, good.
a 12 is not enough to see a 13. So, all right.
Fantastic.
Y'all sneak up to the edge of, like, I mean, I imagine y'all probably stopped a good ways out, but you're well within sight range. Could be different if you wanted it to be, but I'm going to imagine that you're probably both 100 feet still out from the camp and just looking in. Okay. If you want to sneak closer, you can. But from this distance, you can see that Buzzlebee, you blatantly see a camp of, there's one like really elaborate tent and another tent next to it that's all like bedazzled in colors. And one tent, it just has a like a door entrance where you would go in and you can't see in from the outside. The other tent is like an open sided tent where there's like a really elaborate table set out with food and all kinds of stuff. No one is at it currently, but it's obviously like a banquet tent. And then there are a bunch of just nondescript white, dirty tents that are closed on the outside, and the tent flap is closed. And there are 6 regular wagons that have, It doesn't look like they're loaded down with anything currently. But they each have a tarp that is laid off the side as if they were unloaded, and whatever used to be loaded in them was covered with a tarp. All right. And then there's one really nice looking wagon as well, as if it was being ridden by someone, more like an open air carriage. Yes. This camp is set up at the entrance to the city, and a little distance away from the camp, there is what looks like an old cemetery that used to service this ruined city. And all throughout this cemetery, there are graves that have been dug up. There are lots of graves that haven't been dug up yet, but there are lots of graves that have been.
I like that yet. I like that yet word.
But currently, you don't see any movement in the camp. What would y'all like to do?
So there's one bedazzled tent, one banquet tent, a bunch of white tents, and he said like
Mhm.
6 wagons that have been
Yes.
unloaded.
Yes.
And then there's like a pile that seems like what was unloaded and it's covered under a tarp.
Negative. It's whatever. It's like they unloaded the wagons and there's a tarp just dangling off the side of
Got it.
each of the wagons. No, there is no dangling nomenclature. Yes, just dangling, no nomenclature. Yes.
Got a bunch of them, and we're not seeing any movement from like humanoid or alive movement in this area.
No.
Okay, so that's
100 feet out. How does that work again? I can't remember. Can you?
I don't like
Fair.
that because his paw is small. Oh,
It's
okay.
fair. Regardless, your vision pops into existence inside of the tent, and there is an elaborate four-poster bed, and the curtains that can be drawn closed are open, and there's no one in the bed. There's a chest at the end of the bed. There is a set of chest of drawers, like for clothes, etc. But the thing that really grabs your attention in this space is there is a laboratory table, and on that table is a humanoid that has had its chest flayed open. But its fingers still twitch and its eyes are open, staring into the void. And you can see the lungs in its chest cavity going. Fair. You can hear the sound of breath, and you can see you used to be able to see you used to be able to see the breath or the lungs expanding in the flayed open chest cavity of this being that is on the laboratory table. But you can hear the faint sound of no more, no more, no more, as if it's just a mantra that has pervaded the broken psyche of this individual that is still alive on the table. No, no, there's something else.
Question. What
Question.
is at the end of the bed?
It's just a chest to put stuff in.
That still doesn't help. Yes, you could put something in that guy's chest too. What type of chest we talking about?
There is just a wooden chest at the end of the bed. Yes, a lot of chests.
Lots of chests. Somebody's got a
Right.
yeah. We gotta save that guy. How many good berries you got?
We could try some good berries.
Good berries are very good.
Garfield's like, yeah, they are. By the way, I have another one.
Not right now.
Man,
You just had 5. Like you just had 5.
no, that was 6 hours ago, man.
One of those feeds a full-grown person for a day.
I mean, yeah, but can most people do this? No, I mean, unless you give me a good berry. It's energy, man.
You have already spoiled this cat.
I feel like these snacks.
I feel like this is like Solo all over again. Look at this fat boy. Him didn't like that.
I wasn't planning on making it until it really needed to be out there. But it's a big camp. I mean,
Which side is the bedazzled tent in the middle or on one of the sides? Bloop. Oh shit. Well, that was easy. Hmm?
you know, it happens.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh no. I took all these detailed notes for no reason.
Put 'em in the XP bowl. It's right there.
Yeah, I was thinking about 6. Is that a tank? It's a wagon. Shadow don't know shit. This Shadow's all dead.
You can
Ah, neat. I steal.
stop like
I steal
My
the
bad.
tent. I turn it inside out. I put it on. I am invisible.
All right.
Thank you. I
Regardless.
thought so. What about these tents? They do the same? Nope. That tent has back. All of these tents have
Really?
insides.
We have
It's a
too
special
many
tent.
wagons.
You know, that's probably for like a leader's tent. You'd want
All
to
right.
see around
So
you. But I'm seeing you.
what are y'all doing?
I told you. I'm stealing the tent. I'm turning it inside out. I'm putting on the tent and becoming invisible.
Come on now.
All right.
Okay.
Um,
You approach into the camp. I need you to make another stealth roll.
Don't do that. Have Buzzlebee do stuff.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now, so Buzzlebee and Apollo are still outside of the town. It's just Apollo's eye/ear ball that's ventured into the tent. Correct?
That's true, and you know nothing of that because y'all are separate, coming from different directions.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah. So Buzz is going to come in and get a closer look, but I think he's going to go probably check out which side is he coming from. Oh, here he is. So he's going to check out this tenty here. I don't know how to make arrows, so I just make the tent hop.
Just press tab. There you go. All right, that's fine. How are you trying to do that?
Is the door open?
It is
Or
not open.
the door was shut. That's right. That's right. Sorry, they had open doors, and I forgot everything.
It's just a flappy that's down.
Is there enough room for him to like peek down and look through it without like disturbing the flappy?
Sure.
Okay, he's gonna sneak down and look into this first tent here. You know,
Did you make your stealth roll for
this
me?
one. Sorry, stealth check.
Did you make that stealth check yet?
I have not, and
Okay.
somehow I'm a ruler, so
I'm a ruler. I know when I'm a ruler.
yeah. But he was like, well, actually, 12 inches might be bigger than what he is now. So maybe being a ruler wouldn't be too bad. Bam. 17 plus 5. He got bunch.
Still have advantage, right?
Oh, he got advantage. He's gonna get more. Nah, 17 plus 5.
So I need a nat 20.
What? It wasn't a nat 20.
Okay.
No, he's saying he needs a nat 20, not you need a nat 20.
Oh,
No, I need a nat 20. I rolled an 18, but that's not enough to beat her 23. So,
he peeking in.
all right, Buzzleby, you peek in, and inside of that tent, in rows, and you get a rough idea in the quick peek that you do. You think there's probably 30 skeletons in rows inside of that tent, just
Oh my god.
5 stacked back. Yeah,
What kind of skeletons? Are they prone? Are they loose?
they're standing.
Or are they
They're
coherent?
standing in rows, completely
I don't like
still.
that. I don't like that. Is Buzzleby like he's gotten closer, so like Esther can't see this anymore, right?
Fireball. Fireball.
You don't have a fireball.
Fireball.
I can confirm that you are way outside the range that you can
Okay.
look through his eyes.
Buzzleby ain't got no fireball. He can spit poison on 'em. It does jack shit. We know that. Does jack shit to them skeletons.
I've got erupting earth, which is like a not as good fireball. So I could do one of the tents as well.
Maybe they're friendly skeletons.
You know that there is a person still alive with his chest plate open in the bedazzled tent. You know that at least one of these white tents has skellies in it.
Now this is what
Oh,
Apollo.
sorry. No, the people back at camp, y'all don't know, but Apollo and Buzzleby know these things. Y'all were still an hour away and you sent your people in to do reconnaissance. I said you could, way off in the distance.
Tea. We're having tea and playing cards. What else?
Apologies if that was not clear, but I
Well, that's why I asked how far away our crew was, right? I was paying attention. They they were they were
regardless,
yeah.
we are all on the same page now. Y'all are an hour out from the y'all scouts that y'all have sent in.
Can Buzzleby see a Swallow's eye? But if it comes out of the tent, can he see it?
Why are you asking about that?
In case I need to talk, like communicate to a Swallow. Right, but Apollo is still outside of the camp, right? It's just his eye that's in here. But if Buzzleby sees his eye, he will know that it is a Swallow, and he can communicate skeletons. Or maybe especially if it's an ear, that might be easier.
Regardless, Buzzleby, you cannot see invisibility, so you will have never seen this ability.
Mm.
So, and it,
Does he still have advantage with? Is there underbrush in here?
Not in the camp itself. Off in the 100 feet away from the camp, there is. Yeah.
What mode?
I say we go in blasting.
Pew pew. What? No.
Doesn't look enough.
He has 6 legs and 2 tails.
And he
Not gonna work. Garfield. Don't you get? Don't you get? Don't you get Buzzleby caught? He's right in the middle of this. He knows there are 30.
did we
I'm okay with whatever y'all decide. But from an aerial view, I need you to make a DC 13 perception check. Yeah. Or a 13? Didn't you have plus 12? My bad, you said it. All right. All right. You see a camp and the outskirts of a ruined city, and you don't see any movement.
Can Apollo isn't invisible. He's just overhead. Can but Buzzleby is invisible. Can Buzzleby see Apollo above him?
Yeah, I mean, make a DC 10 perception check.
I mean, he would be looking out, keeping an eye out, right? Because he knows that Apollo
I
should
made
be.
I made it an easy check. DC 10 is easy.
Okay.
No,
Oh, damn it.
in the chart for perception checks, DC 10 is easy.
Four.
Sure. That's fine. I said y'all could do whatever y'all wanted.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Buzzleby rolled a 4.
Okay.
Buzzleby got a 4. How long has he been in there now at this point?
About the same amount of time it took Apollo to fly up in the sky and then leave. So, do you want to do anything else while you're in the middle of the camp?
Oh well, I'm just seeing how much time of the 30 minutes I need to. I'm going to spend 30 minutes investigating, before heading
Yeah.
back out.
You have
Yeah.
time.
And which way? So, are we going to enter from the east, where this road starts? So near the banquet. Or,
Your player characters are an hour down that road.
oh, okay. So,
Yes.
sneaky. Oops. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. He's gonna do the same thing and look over at this tent too. And look under the flat.
All right. You peek under there. Make me a perception roll. Not perception roll, but stealth roll.
Sneaky, sneaky roll.
Sneaky roll.
Uh-oh.
Roll again, baby.
With advantage still?
Yeah, you're invisible.
Praise be. Praise Buzzlebee. Nat 20! He just...
All right. You're not. All right. You poke your head under there, and lined up in rows inside of that tent are, it's like 12 horses standing perfectly still.
Are these horses in good condition, or do they have, like, maybe mold on them and chunks of
They look
skin falling
perfectly
off,
normal,
except for they're standing totally still?
besides the fact that they're standing perfectly still.
How their eyes look?
Normal.
Hmm. Terrifying. Okay. Are,
They look like the horses that you've seen on this plane of existence, except for that they don't twitch and move when the flies get on them.
oh, okay. Well, Buzz didn't see. Let's see here. How much time we got? Buzz. How many other tents are there? Goddamn. Are all these tents the same sizes? And are these all? Or do we see all of the tents? Or are there any tents not displayed that exist?
All of the tents that exist are displayed.
So we have and
Seven. Undead night of what was or total very. Oh
From
yeah,
a
there's a tarp.
distance, you saw that the wagons were empty. They had a tarp attached and off to the side as if they were empty. Yes, the wagons from a distance were empty.
Okay. And then those empty cemeteries we know are like over in these ruins here.
They're a
Like,
little bit
oh, they're
this
further away.
direction.
Where's this?
The
Oh, I
arrow
see.
that I just drew.
Gotcha. Okay. But like, there's nothing to check out in these ruins, right?
There's lots of things to check out in those
Oh,
ruins.
oh shit.
But
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 it's open air, right?
I mean, there are houses that are partially collapsed. There are
Oh
streets
shit.
and
Okay.
alleyways, and
Essentially, you're gonna
that
kill
city proceeds on for about a mile.
I'm just debating. And how much time do we think that Buzz has spent at this point in time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. All right. So those are the first two tents. They're pretty, horrifying. So we probably assume there's other terrors to come. Ugh. Let's see here. And we already know it's in the banquet tent, and that's nobody's in there. We saw that. Eh, you know what? That's probably enough scoping. Let's have him go back and meet Apollo, Smollo at the tree. Because
Okay.
that was probably a whiles out anyway, right? We'll see.
Sure.
We'll see. We'll meet him over at the tree.
All right. Apollo, you see Bumblebee flying back towards you. Obviously, you can tell he's invisible, but you can see it plain as day.
Oh, I can see. He probably could have seen me when he was flying over. Shit. Did you see what I saw? Apollo, wait. With 3 chests. Well, Buzz saw like 30 skeletons and some super, very well tamed, disciplined horses. About 12 dozen. Oh shit, I don't know. Were they breathing? They had very normal eyes, except for the, not blinking when the bugs landed on them.
Yeah, they were breathing and
Totally
they
breathing,
just weren't moving.
not moving, not reacting to bugs.
No.
Well,
Yes.
he would react to bugs. He kept trying to attack those spiders. He couldn't even resist it, even friendly spiders. horses,
Indeed, move.
horses do indeed move.
Okay, so y'all have
Human ladies, we are fucked. Something in the what? Buzzlebee just sees Master.
Master. Buzblebee flies back down the road towards you and flies into Esther's arms, and Apollo arrives back to Adelaide. What are y'all doing?
Uh, well, before we fireball some shit, it is 11:30.
Yeah, that's a good point. I say we devise a plan and then call it a night.
I would say that's a smart choice.
Fireball. This is an excellent opportunity for fireball into that tent. You can hit 2 tents.
Okay, we'll hit the tent on the left. It's full of
Well, they're going to
skeletons,
be.
but not the one on the right. It's
Well, you're
full
not
of
going to get the
horses.
whole tent, though, right?
Can confirm those tents are packed, so you will miss some if you don't center it on a tent. Well, there you go.
We don't know what's in those.
We don't know what's in those. We just know that the. What do you mean you don't give a shit? There could just be horses in those tents. We don't. This one has 30 skeletons in it. This one has 30 skeletons. Churn, churn the butter. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll just. I only have 2 of those as well. I mean, I also only have 2 third level spells. But I mean, we have to be able to get close enough to use these anyway.
Yeah, but my father before rain.
Do you get extra range with the spell sniper?
So we can run it like and then 600 fireball. Or I guess wall and then
I mean, it all depends on if we can get sneaky sneak up there.
Man, sneaking is easy.
still be rush. And even
I just
we can
I just think we should definitely hit this tent right here.
Oh no, you're a ruler again.
I am a ruler again.
My God,
Right.
man, you're
Yeah.
such a ruler.
Must be Catla or A. Q. No. Go to the top left and fix it. Here's the one. No,
You cover a predictable span of distance.
But anyway, it just sounds like we're just gonna go in blasting. That's what it sounds like.
All right, so to recap the information we know that there is a living individual in the bedazzled tent. We know that there are 12.
he's definitely alive. I mean,
His chest
was
is open, but
breathing.
he's still breathing and talking.
The horses weren't talking.
Take whatever you want from it, but he was breathing, his heart was beating, he was talking. All
I
right,
heard what Paula
We will
said.
definitely feed him a good berry and see what happens.
there were horses that were not moving and not reacting to the flies, but that were breathing. There was a tent of 30 skeletons, and there were 5 tents that you didn't check out.
So I definitely think we should maybe try sneaking into town. I'm kind of in favor of trying to save this guy. Maybe he help us.
Yeah, we could try to save him after we blow up all these other tents.
Well, what if he knows what's in the other tents? He can tell us which ones to hit.
Well, we know to hit this one, and then we're just gonna hit all the other ones too.
But as soon as we hit them, all the shit's gonna hit the fan. We could have 5 more tents of 30 skeletons. That's like 150 more skeletons. That's like 180 skeletons.
Okay,
and 12 really
our
skilled
odds
horses.
being able to here are just jack shit. Our odds of being able to sneak in here and save that guy, if that's what you're talking about, are fucking garbage.
Buzzlebee can carry a single good berry, and it will be invisible with him.
Oh god.
he's gonna be
And then the guy has to sneak out with his rib cage open.
No. He's gonna push. He's gonna push the skin back close, and then he's gonna give him the good berry and see if that helps. And then he's gonna be like, "Hey, look in these other tents." Yeah, he's just gonna push. He's gonna push it back together, with his little feetsies, and then he's gonna baby bird him while holding it and see if it kind of like stitches back together a little bit.
I
I
regret
say
to
we just go
inform
and
you
blow
that
the shit
there
up.
might be a medicine roll or two involved in that process.
Oh fuck! I don't know that Buzz has the best
Gale has
medicinal
medicine.
abilities.
Gale has medicine, but we gotta blow up all these tents first.
We gotta save the dude.
We will save the dude after we blow up the tents.
No, he's got important intel to know about what's in these other tents. You don't want to hurt any other very still horses.
I'm okay with it.
Oh no.
I'm
And bears. Bears and spiders now.
apparently it's spiders.
Buzzlebee says he was mistaken. He's pretty sure it was 12 very still bears. Tall,
Oops, all
skinny,
spiders.
very
All
still
skinny bears. Well,
Tall. Some people call horses tall, skinny bears.
sometimes animals have to be sacrificed for the greater good.
Puzzle bee.
This doesn't have to be one of those times.
It's an old Tao proverb. That's a lie. Trees are
It's
too smart
totally
to get
normal
shot
that
at.
trees don't react to flies.
There's no trees in there. There's no trees in there. That's a lie.
Where
the
What am I looking at? What am I looking for?
dungeon.
Is this the trap door?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I still don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is it. This is it.
Yes, they're not connected. They are disconnected floors.
Very nice.
Good.
All right. I won't touch it then. I won't touch it.
Why are you?
I got it. Now
There you go.
There you go.
Rug? Rug is here? I haven't seen Rug in so long.
like every now spiders.
Yeah, I really don't think y'all gave those people in town enough money to house your.
What?
In IRL, we think forever.
All right. Well, we don't have to make a full plan right now. So, I mean, yeah,
So
you'll get some XP for some skill rolls and stuff. I mean, it could have been a really potentially deadly situation if you rolled a nat one on some of those stealth rolls.
oh, it was one of the spiders who lost strength, right?
Yeah.
Well, you regained strength.
You just got it back after a day in that circumstance.
Oh, okay. Wow. So we're
right.
all agreed that we're gonna save that guy and then only damage the tents that have bad guys in them and not horses.
Yeah. I am with this plan. I've got one Earth Shatter ready to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them 12 set as
You don't use fire. Jeez.
my options. I just think
I think it says just spells in your spell book.
Yeah, probably not. Oh shit, Hex ain't gonna be no good either.
Think so.
Right now. From what Adelaide knows of the undead, does she think any of those would be more effective? Fireball.
Surprisingly, none are more effective. Some are less effective. Necrotic, poison, necrotic, necrotic, poison, psychic are all poor
Okay.
choices. I mean,
But
psychic is mind, so
is is that just on skeletons or is that on other types of undead as well?
it varies. They're not all the same.
No, I like flesh. The ones with flesh tend to be more poisonable.
Lightning ball.
Lightning.
Why lightning ball? Why don't you use fire again? Why? Oh, it's the library thing. It burns books.
It's a
Do we know? Do we know if skeletons are resistant to lightning?
He
Oh, sorry.
Hell, hell,
I was looking at stuff.
Yes.
less effective are necrotic, poison, psychic. There's something else in that list, right?
No.
Okay. Less effective. Everything else is perfectly effective. Nothing more effective.
Okay.
But they all have different flavors. I think that was based on skeletons or just undead in general.
Undead in general. Some have other stuff, but in general.
So I would like to be able to sneak up to 120 feet before we start unleashing hell.
well, then
That's a plan.
Okay.
I'm all
Perfect. No big deal.
I'm all now that almost did
How much damage does Fireball do if I cast one back at you?
you necromancer don't know shit about our
Do you have counterspell, by the way? Aw.
What do you? Esther.
We don't have the option for counterspell.
I don't know what counterspell is. What's counterspell?
Esther had the well.
Did we?
I didn't. So I.
Oh, yeah, catnap's
Counterspell. Oh,
catnap's quite good though.
Ooh.
that is true.
That's not catnap, that's power nap, man. It's a bear nap. Hey, there's 3 of us.
Esther gets all of her spell slots back on a short rest.
Apollo gets a nap.
She just practices saying the word prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
I practiced saying that for so long before we started this because I didn't want to look dumb when I was playing games with friends.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
So, okay. I think what we
All right.
decided was we were going to go save this dude and then carefully select which tents we set on fire one at a time. Right?
I heard that at least 2 of the party are going in blasting.
Esther just detached a couple of 2-headed giants and learned the errors of her ways.
And now it's time to not learn the errors of your ways and go and blast them.
Blasted. If she Eldritch a tent, does it do anything? I don't think Esther can contribute to this plan. If she Eldritch blasts a tent, is that going to do? Oh
I
no.
literally just saved it. So okay.
I never actually got to I never got to see Gail's spider mouth. I was away from the month. Oh, okay. Ooh, oh, that's like awesome. That was definitely worth 2 hours and not battle.
And I looked at magic, and then it was.
Did I feel like that's not right because Esther went at least twice. So yeah, maybe that is right because she was at the top of the round. So you did
And
only get to go once.
also, Esther, you got to go at the surprise round. Adelaide didn't.
Apollo.
Why do your turns suck so bad?
Because I rolled.
You are just so uninitiated.
Yeah. Holy.
Like, stop. spider mouth? Are they just horns that you put on her face? That's fantastic. Placement is perfect too.
To go back and watch. I went through the most legend power. You guys do it.
I'm well spent, I must say. Also, Garfield leaping off of the shield, pretty epic.
Yeah. I was
All right, so y'all's goal next
Commit.
session is to kill the undead. Okay.
Well,
In this world, generally necromancers are not good people.
well, now I want to go talk to the necromancer, see if he's a good guy.
All I know is that one tent has 30 skeletons worth of experience in it. So leveling up. That's right.
How much XP is a horse worth?
Also a good question.
Totally normal, very well trained horse. Very disciplined.
don't forget. Yeah, I've been reading. Do you read?
I know,
I'm
just the way you phrased it was amusing. Do you read?
I'm reading Disconnect from the Server right now. No, it was quite unfun.
I am currently reading Eisenhorn the Omnibus.
Oh,
It's a
I've read part of that.
40K. Oh, you already read it?
Part of it, not all of it.
Like it's all
Yeah, but you gotta have the Kindle.
Yeah.
if you it's really good.
It's probably on Royal Roads or something. Oh.
You can read. But it's the same thing. Because I read really fast. I want down the Kindle, but like and it's usually short, like 2 or 3 hours for the all that 12 or 8.
I am a very
Never reading a book on a lot like each. But
I'm
even
I'm a very slow reader, so it would probably take me like twice that long. Actually, I the book I'm reading right now is 1984. I've been reading it since 2022. Still not done. That's slow. travel anymore. We should.
We do not travel.
We just got a library card so that we could maybe rent audiobooks. And then maybe that would encourage us to travel.
What do you rent them on?
Yeah,
No, but I'm
Libby's
saying,
probably
like,
what it is.
What format do you rent them on?
I don't. Can we
Oh, okay.
And then you just plug it into the car. Yeah, I don't think our car has a CD player in it, even.
Yeah.
Definitely
Like-
not a tape player.
You probably just play it on your phone.
And my phone can split for YouTube and plugs it so I can actually for my phone and my Bluetooth.
I'm sure you have like a book of CDs somewhere.
I think
Wow, I'm impressed. We have.
have Brooks.
I know they're right down there. I'm looking at them now.
I'm glad
Yeah, we kept them. They're still there. He's not touched the producers yet, either the old or new one. Shane.
both of them.
Gene Wilder or Nathan Lane, which you remember, and Will Ferrell.
All right. Y'all can continue this conversation. I'm going to bed.
It's bedtime.
Good night,
I
y'all.
gotta vacuum.
It's far too late to vacuum.
We don't share no walls with nobody. I got a wet vacuum too, so it'd be dry in the morning.
Good luck, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
I need it.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.